I'll start with why your brain resists change. The brain doesn't care if you're drilling a physical crossover dribble or a cognitive shift under high stress. The neural wiring process is the same. With cognitive processing, you're asking the brain to change the neurological loop that's actively fighting to stay the same. Here's the problem we're actually fighting. We treat our conscious thoughts and our subconscious habits as if they're the exact same thing, as if they both represent the soul or the true self. They don't. Your conscious mind is where your true self lives, your soul, your spirit, and your deepest desires. Your subconscious, on the other hand, isn't a separate mind at all. It's a biological machine, a massive complex catalog of lived and imagined experiences stored inside an 11 million bits per second automated association engine. But this approach ignores how the brain actually operates in real-time situations. It's a half second at a time, tens of thousands of times a day. This whole first section over here, this is that first 600 milliseconds. It's the first half second plus the pre-listening phase. This is what's happening in the brain, the network of neurons, what was for so long thought of as the subconscious mind. It's actually a network of neurons, trillions of connections, trillions of associations that fire off. And you've heard neurons that wire together, fire together. That's the world of neuroplasticity, this first 600 milliseconds. The other thing is, research tells us there's approximately 30,000 stimulus reaction response cycles happening to us every single day. That means every other second we're going through this process, which is why you can see people getting triggered, people getting knocked off course, and despite their best intentions, they're just not able to get themselves to do what they really want to do. That's because this side is so fast and gets the jump on the conscious mind. Now, if you're not working in that half-second window, you're potentially adding years to what could be a simple transformation. A transformation that can be achieved in hours, days, or weeks. It happens within the first half second of a stimulus. The critical window where your automated association engine fires before your conscious thought can even take the wheel. This 600 millisecond window is the true domain of neuroplasticity. When you intercept the trigger here, you're executing a veto at the same speed and in the same system as the rapid-fire massive association engine. It makes the impact much higher and the effort much lower when you're operating this early in the system.
The conscious mind processes at 50 bits per second, so slow. Subconscious, it being a network of neurons, neural pathways with energy flowing through those neural pathways, you can see why it can process at 11 million bits per second. This is the automaticity that can be adjusted with neuroplasticity. We're talking about the network of neurons, the subconscious, the 11 million bits per second, where there's no language here. It's a network of neurons, a network of literally trillions of associations, and those associations can be rewired using neuroplasticity. And it's not muscle memory, it's nervous system memory, and then the neurons respond the same way, whether it's cognitive processing or physiological. We have to get away from talking about the parts of the brain for lay people because all the neurons behave and respond the same way. If I want to change my path of least resistance, which is basically a habit, in a physical activity, I approach the network of neurons the same way that I approach them when it's cognitive processing and a habit, whether it's a reaction habit or a behavioral habit or an identity. I can change those with neuroplasticity the same way I can change muscle memory in an athlete who wants to make a move. With neuroplasticity, you literally stop the old loop before it starts. We live in a world where we rely on verbal communication, but the system I'm talking about doesn't use words. It uses electrical signals, pulsing through a vast network of neurons. Things are happening too fast and essentially in a completely different language. But that language is predictable and it repeats over and over. The weak link is expecting conversations to change neurobiology.